Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to Joe's Garage. Today's video is sponsored by One Car Stereo. They were kind enough to send me this awesome octa-core double dim stereo that we're going to be installing in my Nissan 350Z. We're going to be unboxing this, installing, and then giving a great review of all the capabilities that it has after I get it installed. I'm super excited for it. My Z has an old single DIN radio, so this double DIN radio is really going to modernize the way the Z looks, and it's got some pretty awesome features. I'm super pumped about that, and we're going to be jumping right into what we're going to do, so we're going to go ahead and unbox this thing. Alright, so we're going to be doing this unboxing right in the trunk of the vehicle. I want to keep all the parts relatively close because I want to be getting this install done nice, clean, and efficient. Let's just take a look at the box really quick. Car audio system, listen with passion. Shows the brand, One Car Stereo, and it gives you a little bit of information about the radio itself. We got the octa-core, it's got Bluetooth, a touchscreen, HD, micro SD slot, rear cam, front cam. Let's see, fast charging with the USB-C, that's pretty awesome. And DSP real acoustics. Let's go and open the box. Nice packaging. Ooh, I love that. One Car audio system. And nice clean box, and let's just go right in. All right, looks like we got a nice manual and a nice Ziploc baggie. Let's go ahead and pull that out real quick. Cool, panel introduction and an owner's manual. We'll be going through this a little later, no need for it right now, but very nice. Very clean little booklet, pamphlet, the paper feels good. Okay, here we go, we got our wires. Oh, awesome, it comes with a remote. I'm super excited about that. Oh, and the remote, if you could see right here, it says One Car Stereo. I love how they have everything branded. That's pretty neat. Awesome. Got all our wires here. Let's set that aside and let's pull this radio out of the box. The moment we've all been waiting for. Just holding it up, you can tell that it's a nice solid unit. Feels good in my hand. Beautiful size screen. Let's see if we can pull this out of the packaging. It's nice and wrapped cleanly, taped closed. I love it. Let's go. Get this bad boy out of here. Set the plastic aside, and holy smokes, here we go. This is a beautiful radio. And look, you see the One Car Stereo right here in the center. Really clean and simple unboxing process. I'm pumped at the way this thing looks, and I can't wait to get installed. So let's just jump to that part of the video. Let's go, guys. Along with the radio, One Car Stereo was kind enough to send me a rear view camera to install along with the radio itself, and this is actually a separate purchase. These do not come together, so if you're buying the radio, don't expect to get the backup camera. They were just polite enough to send me this for review also, and I just wanted to make that very clear that if you buy the radio using my link in the description below, you have to buy this separately. You won't get this with the radio. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a peek at it. We got our RVA cables. Awesome. Looks like everything's here needed to run it all the way from the front to the back. We got some mounting screws and a sticky plate, which is nice. And let's see what we got here. This should be the camera, I believe. Oh, awesome. Look how nice and clean this little camera is. It's got a protective lens on it. Whoa, check this out. They have One Car Stereo on the camera too. I love that, actually. So this should look really clean on the car. It's not a big bulky camera, and I can mount it anywhere I'd like. So I'm really happy with that, and we're gonna try and get this installed in today's video also. Okay, so in order for me to install the One Car Stereo, we need to be removing my old Kenwood single DIN unit. I cannot wait to put in this new one because, like I said, it's gonna modernize the look of the car. But I just wanted to show you guys, look, I used to carry this around with me. It's just been sitting in the car. It's an old copy of Need for Speed Underground 2, and this is one of the coolest games back in the day. Yeah, we're gonna get this all torn out, and I'm gonna start working on the installation process. I just want to note, I did disconnect my battery before I started playing with anything under here. First, we're gonna go ahead and take this shifter off. You do have to take your shift knob off. The ball feels great. Go ahead and pop this off, and we're gonna have an electrical connection in here for the weather controls. Let's see if we can get this out. Perfect. We can just set this aside for now and screws. Get these out really quick. My little custom ashtray for the Z. I don't have, now we have to pull out the waterfall, and up here there's these electrical gauges, so there is a clip back here you got to get to. Super easy. Okay, and we're already down to the radio itself. Ironically, this can just be brought out, and this is where it gets a little messy. And for those of you guys that are watching that love my Subaru RS series, that is where this head unit is going to go. But yeah, we're gonna pull this out now. There we go. And the old radio's out. Okay, so if you're installing the head unit with a subwoofer, which I am, the wires that come with the new head unit, the one car stereo, have a 1 RCA out for the subwoofers, and my amplifier takes 2 wires, so you have to get a splitter. Unless you have a amplifier that runs off 1 wire, you got to get a splitter that will you know, turn it into 1 wire. So I actually had one in my stock of goodies, and we're going to use this to fix that problem, and we're gonna go ahead and keep moving forward. I just wanted to make that clear that, you know, you use the splitter like that, and then you plug it into your subwoofer wires, and this allows you to convert 1 RCA out into the 2 RCA outs, which you're gonna have to do for this wiring harness. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is we're gonna be going one by one with each color wire, and we're gonna be attaching the new set of wires to what we have in the car. I don't want to cut it completely out because it could get a little bit confusing having all the wires cut and not exactly having a diagram, even though in the one car stereo box it comes with an awesome wiring diagram. Sometimes it's easier just to match colors and move forward that way. So that's how we're going to do it. I'm just going to throw it on the time warp, get the new wires attached to the car, and then we're going to go ahead and plug it in and see if it works, and we're going to go from there. So thanks for watching, guys, and let's get this thing all attached up. Okay, so we have all of the wires from the old head unit detached, and there was some odd wires. I have to say, I've had some troubles with the radio way back in the day, so I have a couple things wired funny, but for this radio, there's not this power control wire that turns on and off the amp, at least that I am seeing. So I had to just run that to the keyed on, and everything looks ready to go. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna plug the battery back in, and we're gonna go ahead and plug the radio in and see if we have power before I go ahead and install everything else. That's what we're about to find out, and hopefully I don't hurt anything by attempting this. So we'll just set this in here so gently. Boom, one car stereo, that's what's up. So here we go, guys. You can see it powered on. First try, no issues, but what we're gonna try and do is really quickly sync up my phone. Can I change the name? Oh, that is sick. Yo, that is sick. Joey's Z, let's do it. Okay, I got the camera off of the tripod so I can get a better look at this, but just off the rip, this thing is awesome because it's just like an Android tablet so far. So you saw me, I said change the Bluetooth to name to Joey's 350, and there it is on my phone. Let's go ahead, Joey's 350. We know the pin default now is 0000. Let's see if we can do it. 0000 pair. Joe's iPhone, just like that, man. That is so sick. All right, let's go ahead. Now that it's connected, I think, yes it is, it's connected. I just want to see if we can get some music in this thing really quick. Yeah, music's definitely working. That's what's up. Before I get any copyright strikes, I don't want to play that music. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go right to one of my videos where I know the music is allowed to be played on YouTube. Even better yet, let's go right to the RS.
We found a 1 of 200 imported JDM.
Yo, it sounds really good. Let's go see if the subwoofers are hooked up. This is something you'll want to look into if you have subs in yours, which I showed you. This converts the RCA into a 1 wire, and you need a splitter if you have an old school setup like I do. This is so simple. You literally just go to your equalizer app here on the main apps, equalizer, special effects, and you can just see how fast I'm flying through this. Boom, there we go. Subs on, we'll have it at 8 for now, that's fine. Now that we have the stereo installed, we know it works and the subwoofers turn on, it's time for the final step of the installation, and that is routing the wires for the reverse camera and getting them all connected. Get in there. Let's go this. Yep, just like that, go ahead. Perfect. Nice job, buddy. Easily get this, get it all, oh, there. Sorry, did I get you? Did I get you?
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah.
Alright. You ever work on the carpet, huh? You go here, set this aside. Let me see your belly. You're right. There was a... Go turn the wrench. Yep, just like that. Nice, dude. Very good. Yep. Yeah. Nice, bro. Okay. Oh. That was loud. Is that cool?
Yeah. Hello.
All right, there we go. We got little Joe helping out with the reverse camera part of the installation. We're gonna be snaking the wires through this little rubber gasket here and running them through the interior of the car. Okay, so we got to get these through that little gap. So these wires come through here like this. All right, that worked out perfectly. So now this goes to the camera and this goes to this wire right over here. I'm gonna get a close up on that. Look, you can hardly see that thing. It's perfect. Yo, that'll be perfect, just like that. You see that? Right there. One car stereo. That's awesome. Red to red. Yellow to yellow. And then we're gonna attach these wires right into here. After we get those spliced into the reverse lamps, we just gotta run the wire up into the head unit, which I already have an idea where we're going with that. Okay, so my son helped me identify which was the reverse lamp. It was pretty easy. Now I'm going to be splicing these wires. All right, so this one will go in here in this back, like that. And we'll get the white one in here like this. So go ahead and close it like this. So I know you can't see very well. That's how that works. Same with the negative. That's how it should have gone. There we go. Both of those are sealed up. With that in place, when I go to pop the car in reverse, it should hypothetically run power to that wire. And we're gonna go ahead and run the wires up to the front of the car and see if we get power when I put it in reverse. Okay, so the very last connection we need to make will be the reverse cam settings. I think that's it. We've got one more connection to make. This goes to this reverse in right here. I'll do this one live on camera for you guys just to show you how easy it is. Just get it right where you want it and then crimp it. I always have the butt connector in the pliers first. So then same thing for this side. I just keep the butt connector in the crimpers. Okay, that seems nice and solid. Right here, this one belongs here, like so. And then this will just plug directly into the head unit. That was the last connection we needed to make. Goes right there. Okay, so then I'm just gonna gently send this back in here. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna go ahead and attempt to just put it in reverse and see what we get. Whoa, look at that, it's sick. Just like that, we got the reverse cam looking great. I'm super pumped about it because you can see I'm backing into my barn and I've got some stuff here. Just like that. You know, we'll go a hair more. We can see how close we are. All right, guys, now that we know the head unit works and the reverse camera is all set up, I'm gonna be tucking the wires for the reverse camera. We're gonna be removing some of these interior pieces and running them to the back. You can do this really any way you'd like. All I'm really doing is hiding the wire on the inside of the car for the reverse cam. I would just have to say the customer service also for this company has just been through the roof. They're the best, and I've always had quick and speedy responses when I have any questions for them. I ran into some trouble with the install, and I needed to get a new trim piece, and I told them, hey, it might take me another day to get everything finished up, and they got back to me so quickly and so helpfully. So I really appreciate that. Really great customer service, and overall this product is amazing. We're gonna go over it really one last time when I have everything installed. For the most part, we're almost there. It's gonna be like a quick installation of this wire. We'll show how it looks when it's completely finished and all the trim pieces are back on, which I'm really excited for because I already love this head unit so much. So thank you guys for watching. If you're watching so far, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave some comments in the section below. I'm gonna be leaving my link, and it'll support the channel if you use the link and you wanna buy one of these head units or any of the products off the One Car Stereo website. And if you're into supporting the channel, just go ahead and use my link. Very helpful. So thank you guys for watching, and let's finish this up. I want to remove this piece. We're gonna get the wiring for the reverse camera under there. It'll go through here underneath, just like my subwoofer wires, and it'll come back here through. You can't really see because I have some stuff in the way, but there's actually a way to get it right underneath all of this, and it leads to the reverse camera back here. So that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, so there's 2 Phillips screws right here. Okay, so it's right here, and we have one on each side, so there's the second one. Ah, that hurt. And this centerpiece comes out. Okay, I got the light so you guys can see a little better. It's getting dark really quick. There's those 2 wires that go into the back framing. Subwoofers are built into the Z. A lot of the time they're put right here in this panel. So we're gonna get those wires fed through there and then down through here, through this hole. The subwoofer cords, if I run it under the carpet, that's what I'm gonna do. Try to get the best results I can. Get that through. Help if I had my needle nose pliers. Through here, just like this. All right, so we got our wire in for our reverse camera. I'm gonna go ahead and wire everything back up, and then we're all finished for tonight. All right, guys, that's it. We're all set. Everything's back together here in the front. Just wanted to give you a clean shot, and yo, look at that mirror finish. I just gotta say, that is just so cool. But one major thing I love about this is how clean it looks. You know, the single din looked okay, but this just looks right. I can't tell you how much I like this. And along with my tablet up here, it looks like a Tesla or something. Actually, I believe the Infiniti Q60s have 2 screens like this. So, you know, it's competing here. This is a 2003, and this looks like your modern 2020s car waterfall here. So I'm thrilled with the way that looks. Yeah, overall the installation took a little longer than expected. You know, my car is a little bit more beat up than other cars. That's because I've done a ton of custom things to it. There were some wires that I had to figure out. Taking the bumper off took a little bit of time, and running that wire took some time. Clearly doing the main wiring harness was the most difficult. Overall, super easy install. I used a Phillips screwdriver. I used a pair of crimpers, butt connectors, yeah, and a lighter. Sometimes I strip some wires with a lighter. So pretty much super basic install, and it went really, really good. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the key. Ooh, One Car Stereo. That thing is sick. So what we're gonna do to finish this up is go through some of the things that I really like about the stereo itself, the review process of it. Overall, the review has been me installing it, just really how pleased I was with the installation. Okay, so when you turn it on, it usually displays the One Car Stereo logo, which is pretty awesome. I'll just show you guys like a quick little run through. I haven't had too much time to play with it, but look at how smooth that transition is. Something about that just blows my mind. For a head unit, I mean, that is just out of control, how fast that is. I didn't get to play with too many apps. I was playing with it a little bit while I was installing it to make sure it worked. I haven't had time to spend with it. In my next few videos, I will shout out One Car Stereo again, just because I'll do like a 2-week down the road test and how I'm liking it so far. Personally, it's already just by far my favorite head unit. It's beautiful. You can see the live wallpaper. It's just like having a tablet as my head unit. This One Car Stereo octa-core 7-inch double din stereo is just out of this world, and I'm super thrilled about it. I thought it was super cool that you could have apps like YouTube, and I'm not logged into my Gmail account, but I was able to use YouTube earlier with no issue, which I'm all the way in my garage, which is detached from my house and the Wi-Fi, but yo, check this out. Here's my latest YouTube videos. You can see me all over. Look how clean the picture is. I mean, seriously, this is just unbelievable. Look how fast I'm scrolling and it's loading. I'm seriously thrilled with how nice this head unit is. Let's just go ahead and pull up this video. Full screen already, like it just
right now it is alarming how rusty it is. I didn't realize it was so bad. Holy smokes, look at this rear subframe for the suspension in the back. It is completely gone, kaput. Yo, what is up?
Okay, enough of that. I would literally watch the whole video in my car. This is so crazy, I swear. My son loved this feature because he's a huge fan of YouTube, and for it to just load up YouTube like this and allow me to watch videos, it's just pretty crazy if you ask me. That's special. I love that. So we'll back out of YouTube because there's enough showing that. The quality of the speakers and sound itself was really nice also. And the list goes on and on of things we could do. So overall, this head unit is by far the nicest head unit I've ever had. It's just like having a tablet. It's crazy. So look, then I go through my apps, clear all, very nice. You can turn off the monitor with just a touch. Look at that. Look how fast it is. And when you touch the screen, it comes right back. Pretty much every single thing about this stereo is just top notch. I'm gonna learn more as I go. Like I said, you could connect it with my car doesn't feature this, but if you had the switches on the steering wheel, there was an option for that. It gave multiple USB outputs for Android and CarPlay plugins with the wire. If you didn't want to go wireless, it gives you charging spots. It's got a USB-C for fast charging, USB on front, aux, which I'll never use the aux anymore. Everything's pretty much wireless, but that's still really nice to have just in case you have an older device that you need to use. It's got a micro SD slot. This thing seriously is just by far the best. And you know, another really cool feature, I thought I could go to Chrome, NBA Finals. Let's see what it shows me. Look how fast this thing's browsing the internet. Here, ready for this? Check this out. One Car Stereo. Shop One Car Stereo, and there they are, some of their other products. Here's their website. The fact that I can do this on my head unit is just blowing my mind. And this is where the link will take you if you're going to use my link to purchase one of these stereos or any of their products. I get a commission, and that helps support the channel. If you guys like my videos, that really will help me out. The channel's been trending in the right direction now for months, and everything's getting better, and it's just really exciting. The sky is the limit with this stuff, and I'm just super thrilled about it. So make sure to support the channel if you're gonna buy one of these stereos, which I highly recommend. It would be perfect in any car. And while my wife saw this, she was like, "Joe, why didn't we put that in my car?" And I was like, ooh, maybe I should have. That's how much she liked this head unit also. It's just, seriously, it is by far the best head unit that I've ever used. So shout out to One Car Stereo for making a great product. But just check that out, man. Look how fast that's loading. It's a beautiful screen too. On top of it being fast like it is, the screen is high definition. I mean, it's just crazy. So actually, the very last thing that I'm gonna do for the video is, like it advises here, please tear off this protection film before using. Like I said, my hands were dirty. I didn't want to take a chance at scratching my new screen, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel it off now. Just like so. Nice. And just one last shot at that screen. It is beautiful. That's where I'm gonna wrap up the video. I know I didn't get to show you guys every little thing that this stereo could do. You will not go wrong buying this thing. Setup was pretty easy. The instructions were all in the manual for the wire diagram. Everything was legitimately plug and play. As I would remove the old wires, I connected it to the new wires, and it went great. Wiring up the reverse cam was a little more difficult than expected, but that's just because you have to get the wires back there, and for me that wasn't a problem because I've done this in the past in my particular car. But splicing it into the reverse lamps, it was not that bad, and everything went well. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure installing this and doing a review. So thank you to One Car Stereo for providing me with this beautiful head unit and the reverse camera. Last time I'm going to say it, the reverse camera does not come with the stereo purchase. So if you're going to use my link and you're going to buy a stereo, make sure, or in general, if you're going to be buying one of these stereos, make sure if you want the rear view camera, you grab that in the cart too, because they don't come together. I wanted to make that very clear. The stereo comes by itself and the reverse camera is a second purchase. And thank you again for One Car Stereo for providing me with both, because it's just so nice to have that for the Z. But thank you guys also to the viewers that are watching. I make these videos for you guys. I want to be able to reach the audience and make my videos worth it for you guys to watch. And so make sure to leave me a comment and let me know how you thought this went. And if you like the stereo, I love the stereo, so it doesn't get much better than that. Make sure to give me a thumbs up so this video reaches more of my audience, and make sure to sub to the channel if you haven't. I see in my analytics that maybe about 85% are not subscribed. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, it doesn't hurt you at all. Go ahead and hit the red button, because that helps me reach more viewers also, and I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to be getting out of here because it's already like 12:30 at night, and you know, it's time to get some rest. But thank you again for watching, guys, and I'm going to be catching you in the next video. Peace out.